Alright, Team B&G versus Mr. Days. We haven't played in like 20 days since we played the Wolves, that win that we had. We came out flat, and you could tell. We started out, actually, this was a decent play. James, you'll see, first star of the game. James played the best out of all of us. Most of us were sleeping most of this game. We were still, look at this play by Jamie. Just should have cleared it up. Gets picked off for no reason at all early in the game. It's a nice way to start. Kurt was sluggish. We were all sluggish. I don't know what happened. It was poor game. But we did show some heart, and when you see it, we really were in this game until about 3 or 4 minutes left. Here, Jamie actually puts his body out and ends up getting it fed over to Schiller, who feeds it to Ben, who then snipes here, gets us tied up real early. Things weren't looking so bad right off the bat, but they were a physical team. Mr. Days ranked first. I'm pretty sure the stats are as close to right as they're going to get. And Mr. Days, they beat us 2-1 a few months ago, and we hadn't seen them since. This is the team we're going to have to beat to win the championship. So we really wanted to come out and play. There's me throwing the body out, trying to block a shot. Almost hit my nuts, but didn't. Was lucky. Now, you know, I don't know. We just weren't with it. As you can see, our breakout had serious problems. We've got to start looking up there. Dano should have been hustling to the boards instead. They were really their defense and their forwards were swarming us in our own zone, and it's just terrible. Look at how we were getting worked, and it happened for, unfortunately, a better part of the game. That we've got to figure some type of breakout strategy. Here's Teddy, feeds over to Mark, got stopped. So, you know, we were 1-1 at this point, still in the first period. First period probably our worst period, although the last 5 minutes of the third weren't much better. Here, we didn't break it out. Look what happens. Gets up to the point. We're not marking the point. You know, we're just throwing it up the boards, and they were picking it off. So that made it 2-1, and here we had some chances. Jamie breaking in. He had a couple 2-on-1 opportunities. A good shot. The goalie played pretty well, not great, as you'll see, but he was decent. You know, basically, a nice way to stay on side there, Jamie. I took a shot because I couldn't get it over to you. We were pressing. We have heart. We could so beat this team. We played about, I don't know, about a 3 out of 10, our potential scale. Like, oh, we were firing into them all day, too. They were blocking shots. We were losing at the point. There I get elbowed in the back, and they don't call that. And guess what happens? Puck comes out, and not that I would have stopped it anyway. They get a break, and that goes in on the short side when he puts the backhand in. Made it 3-1. We got testy. We were upset. This team plays so physical against us. One of their guys is a little punk. We got a few clips later of him just laying people out, high elbows, and stuff that really should be called. But second period, we started hustling there. Dano crashing the net like we should. We want to beat this team. We came out. We did what we could, but we ended up getting worked. We got called with a penalty there. James got called slashing somebody. That's about the only thing he did wrong all game was take a penalty. So then we were shorthanded. This guy, just look at them work us. We're not back checking. Mark gets beat. He spins around, throws it in. It's 4-1. Ugh, or 3-1, whatever it is. Not good. No, it's 4-1. So then we switched it up, came out. Here's what happens when we break it out. Guess what? Gets up to me. Everyone thinks I'm going to go deke left and get thrown on my ass. Instead, James is there, picks it off his feet, shoots, AP finishes. Very nice play. Textbook. That's what happens when we break the puck out of zone. So that's what we need to do for next time. There, Teddy throwing it away. You know, just simple stuff. We weren't thinking, and a lot of that's because we hadn't played in a while. Garrett said it best. We look like we hadn't played with each other ever. So it was 4-2. Second period, look at that. I think it was Taylor, Ben maybe getting just totally laid out for no reason. We also got lucky. They really, they ended up getting 6 goals in the game. They could have had 10 the way we played poor defensively. See Mark coming in. Oh yeah, look at that! Look at that high elbow. Just who is that? Dano. Somebody got just crushed. We were beat down. We lost this game. I was at James with a nice move here. Garrett was yelling at him to shoot, but the truth is that was the right deke. He just lost the handle at the last moment. Yeah, here we go. Can't get it out. Comes back in. We're messing around with it behind the net. Just looking terrible. We're lucky puck sneaks out. I mean, just awful defense, awful breakout. Here, of course, James making stuff happen. Look at this, all James. That pass came up, or I think it was Teddy, or maybe I think it was Teddy back there that passed it up. all James. Nice goal. Good hustle. That's all we had to do. Just hustle, crash the net. Here we had a funky little play. Didn't get that on on net. Came back in front, messing around. Dano puts a shot on that weakly gets tipped and just rolls in. It gets covered. Yeah, ugly stuff. Fighting back. It's 4-3. We're trying to tie this up. Third period, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes left. Nice attempt there. Just missed the net. Jamie did. We really needed to get something here, and we didn't. We didn't do it. And then just the wheels fell off. Kurt kept us in here. We had chances. You're going to see a couple more chances here. For the 4-3, deep in the third period. Mark, nice cut in. In, just trickle in. Just no bounces for us. This should have been a nice cross. It gets, defensively they deflect it. Then I look like a bitch. It gets stripped. It's just terrible. But we wouldn't give up. We showed some heart. We kept hustling here. Here's a nice pick, nice pinch. Come in. Pass it over. Just not there. Just couldn't. And that didn't turn into anything when we passed it back. Yeah. Mark comes in. Good shot here. That he was going upper corner. There was something there, but the goalie made a good stop. We kept it. We were really in it. Later, there's Schiller pretending to take a penalty, and he actually ends up taking a getting a power play. Deflection by Mark there that just went wide. That could have been the tire, and then he couldn't pull the trigger there either. They were swarming us. They played decent defensive, especially playing physical against us. Now, here we go. Teddy messing around with it at the point. Should have dumped it back in. Everything looks fine. Here we go. Garrett. Yeah, there's 3 guys down here Garrett's trying to throw the puck to. None of them go to the puck. Puck gets picked off, and this is a weak shot Kurt should have had. Kurt's off his line. Kurt's tired. Kurt's like, you guys suck. We did suck. And that was an example of it, and we just missed a chance to try to come back here. But, 5-3 at this point. Puck comes out. Garrett makes a pinch here. And some weird thing happens. The puck flies up. They come back 3-on-2 the other way. And we're dead, and we're losing, and we blow. And a guy just stands there and taps it in. Nobody on him. That was a good sign of how the game was going. This is a good example of how I felt. Ready? Take the puck, try and dance, and just get thrown on my ass. Just like a bitch. Yeah, we were smoked. We must beat this team next time. In the playoffs, probably we'll see them. We're going to do it. James had a good game. There were other couple goals, but man, what are you going to do?